Hey guys, where are we at today? We're down here to pattern focus. I almost have a voice today. Not quite, but I'm getting closer. Last one we did was Lily Bridge, so we're going in here to Lisbon. It is a grid pattern. Looks like Mimi has already done a video, so check her video out. Because, you know, hers is going to be completely different than mine. I'm going to do, since it's a grid pattern, I'm going to go ahead and do it on a, I think I'll do it on a gray tile. Or a brown tile. I guess that's brown, not gray. Boy, can't even see today, can I? So it looks like step number 1, we are going to draw a grid. That seems simple enough. And then we're going to do an arch from this corner to this corner, just a curve, and then skip one, and then a curve, and skip one. And then we're going to do that same arch upside down. So I'm going to turn my page so I'm doing that same curve. So curve here, skip one, curve here, skip one, and then back again. So what I can do is, in my grid, I can do this one, this one, this one, this one, however many squares I have, and then turn my page, and then do it here. Okay, so then step number 2, looks like we'll make a little arch here. So we have that arch there, make a little arch there, and then fill it in. So you're making this sort of sail-like shape, like that. And then step number 3, we do this curve, like making the letter D. That curve right there. And then also fill that in so that we get that. That's the shape we're aiming for. I like the way Enid did her sample here, where these ones are filled in with the dark, these are left unfilled, and then these have a bit of shading. I kind of like that look. So I'm going to probably do something similar to that. Maybe I'll do a wonky grid and not a square grid. I'm not exactly sure yet. Turn on my light so you guys can see better. Sorry that I have to have my light off when I do the pattern. Somebody asked why my phone is so dark and why I can't. But see, you get the glare from my light. You really can't see very well. So I turn my light off and then do that and then turn it on. Just FYI. You know, I'm thinking maybe instead of this shape, I think I'm going to do the new size that I've cut. This one is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4. So it's a rectangle. So I can get a little bit more space here. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to decide how many squares do I want? How big do I want my squares? Do I want them like that? I don't think that's enough. I think I want 4 like that. Something like that. That's close to being kind of even. Said I was going to do a wonky grid. That's not wonky. That's all right. If I do a curve to my grid, what does that look like? That's interesting. Okay. That makes it a little interesting. I'm going to do that for my grid. So let's come in here with my pen now that I've done my pencil part and draw that. My pen is starting to run out of ink. I don't know how long I've been using this particular pen, but it is starting to give up the ghost. Something like this to make my grid. Now you can make it a standard grid. I'm going to do this little curve. Something in that fashion. Give me a bit of a something different. So to do this curve, I want to go from this corner to that corner. I'm going to skip one and like that, and then this row I'm going to skip altogether. And so then this one will be here. Okay, and then I'll skip this row altogether, and then this one will be here. And then I'm going to turn it around and do that same curve in this one. Not there. No, wait a minute. I gotta think. Gotta think. It's gonna be here going this way. Oh, so it's not the same curve. It's not the same curve. Should be the same curve. Should be this way. Then this one should be this way, so it should be the same curve. No, I'm trying to figure it out because since I did it on a non-standard grid, it doesn't look quite right. This goes that way, coming to this corner, going that way. That's the shape I want. Okay. Good to go. Right? Right. We got it. We got this, right? And then there's this shape. Just like that. And in this one is like this. Okay. Then the other way. Yep, that's the one. Okay, just making sure. Because it does look different when you change the shape of the grid. And then there's this shape. So I'm applying the principles of CPT to this pattern, Creative Pattern Tangling, which kind of basically you just say, what if? What if I do this tangle with a non-standard grid? What if? And that's basically all you're doing, is asking and answering that question. What happens if you do that? Sometimes you don't know what's going to happen. I have no idea. I like that. That's looks different than the sample, but it's cool. So I'm going to leave it just like that. I'm missing this piece here. And then going the other way. I felt that coming. I'm so sorry, folks. But I did feel it coming. That's why I stopped talking all of a sudden. Ooh, that was strong. Okay, I'm going to fill in using my brush pen this shape here. And then I'll decide if I want to fill in that whole shape or not. I may end up filling in that whole shape. But we're going to start with the triangle part. And see what I feel like. Yeah, I think I'm going to fill in the whole shape. Alright, so that whole shape's getting filled in. I'm watching again this morning the videos from Hawaii. Craziness happening in Hawaii. Some more love events have opened overnight. I was watching those videos this morning. I wasn't going to sit down and spend my whole day watching videos, but dang, I just got sucked in. I've not watched as many art videos as I usually do. Because I'm just been so fascinated with the lava videos. It's interesting once you change the grid shape, how these shapes changed quite a bit. It really would be nice if I opened my mouth and actual voice came out. And, yeah, home remedies don't work. I've tried them all. Thank you for giving me recipes and suggestions, but some of them I haven't, well, I take it back. I have not tried all of them because some of them just sound awful, and there are some flavors I can't do. So, you know, some of them might work, but I can't stomach the flavor. So, I'm not much of a tea person, but the hot water and lemon and a little bit of honey, that's been okay, but it doesn't seem to do anything. I mean, it tastes good, but I've learned from experience that every time I lose my voice, and which happens every time I get sick now, as a matter of fact, I know I'm getting sick before I even feel like I'm getting sick because my voice goes away first. It has something to do with the postnasal drip, and once the postnasal drip stops, my voice comes back, and so there's really, it's not a vocal thing, it's a nasal thing. Until my sinuses clear themselves up, there's really nothing I can do about the voice. I've tried. Doctor says to rest my vocal cords, but you know, I've learned that the very first thing I say in the morning might sound okay, but it only takes, I don't know, 2 or 3 sentences before I sound like this anyway. So I've given up on the whole resting of my vocal cords because that doesn't seem to help any either. Luckily, I don't make my living using my voice. I'm not a vocal actor or something, or a singer where my voice really makes any difference. It is nice if people can hear me, but you know, if I sound like this, I can still get my job done. But I thank you guys for your concern and your wanting to help me. I do appreciate it. It's just, oh, I did that in the wrong. It's actually this one. It's not this one. It's this one. That's all right. So that's the basic pattern. But since I have this weird bump there, I'm going to work with it and do something. No, that's accurate. They both seem to be accurate. What the heck? Something is not right, but I don't know what. Whatever. I'm going to say what if I do that? They look like little flying party hats. Okay. Why am I doing this? I have no idea, but it's what came to mind. So I'm just using my instincts and my creativity to make it look different than anybody else's. That's all. And this is called, what was it called? Lisbon? Wasn't it? I don't remember. Lisbon by Inasona Mosor. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of shading in some fashion. How do I want to do that? I don't really know. Now that I've done this really weird pattern thing, maybe I'll shade right in here. Like that. That, and then maybe I'll put some white in these little crescents. It's a little subtle, but that's okay, because it's not on the darker tile, it's on the kind of yellowy tile. Well, it's a little subtle. I feel like I want color. All of a sudden I wanted color in my pictures, and I don't know why they want color. And I just want just a subtle bit of brown, I think, in this one. I almost feel like I should have used the watercolor pencil and done a watercolor wash in there. I think maybe I will, even though I've put that brown pencil. think I'm going to use a similar brown in my Inktense pencils. This one's called Baked Earth, and I'm just going to use my water brush. I'm going to take a little bit of color off the tip. I'm not going to overly saturate this paper, and I'm just going to put a little bit right in here. Just a teeny tiny bit. There we go. That's good. Just needed a little something. I wasn't sure what, but I think that's making me happy. Yeah, I think that's good. And I'm wanting just a touch of there we go. I'm not too sure why I wanted that, but you almost can't see that. Not too sure why I'm bothering, but just feels like it wants it, so. Let's see. All right. There we go. I think I'm finished now. I like it. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, if you follow a standard square grid, you're going to get something completely different than when you do in a wonky grid. But I had fun, and I hope you did too. I'm going to go rest my voice. I have a couple more videos that have to get done today because I have other things to do, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.